Hey everyone. Yeah, something bizarre happened with the laptop. I finally figured out what it was. I had it connected to multiple screens, and I turned the screens off, and it's trying to broadcast stuff to the screens and can't, so I got upset. Anyway, how's everyone? Hope you're well. Streaming not a very long stream tonight, but a quick blast of Iron Maiden. Glorious game that it is. Hard game that it is. I think I thought I had a scratch in the hallowed powder coating, but it's just a hair from something. Oh dear. Cheers, we're on the glorious Carlsberg. There is only one beer in the world, and there's no problem about it. It is the finest lager in the world. There are many people turning in their grave as I say that, or getting very upset. Anyway, here we go. Let's, I think we've had enough of Power Slave. Let's do a bit of run to the hills and let's get going. Let me know if the picture and sound is okay. Always a help to do that. Oh, that was terrible. Yeah, if you're on, you might want to kind of refresh or whatever they call it. Hey. Yeah, I've got it turned up a bit. The exposure's a bit high on it. It's because if I turn it down, I'll lose the bottom half of it because the playfield's really bright at one end, really dark at the other, and I've got a light there. It's too hard to change it because the camera's up here and Batman's in the way, so I'm going to leave it because I actually think it looks better, looks more colourful, looks more rainbow-like even. Anyway, let's continue. The sound system on the LE is just nuts. That's why I had the sound up. My wife was playing the other day. Right, for that you have to hit the ramps. You see the two ramps lit. This one, and I've got Sarcophagus Lock as well, which you light by hitting the mummy target. Sarcophagus Lock actually is a bit flaky mech. Mine needs adjusting, and there's a guy that I get to do that sort of thing because I'm rubbish at it. Actually, Martin at DOMINO Pinball, really good guy, great pinball tech. I had a look at it and thought, nah, I ain't touching that because I will only make it worse. Right, I need to hit that other ramp, and I've only got 19 seconds to do it. Nearly. These ramp shots are very tough. Very tough. Yes, I know, dear. I've also got the problem of the orb activating under certain flipper strokes. Again, I'll get sorry when my good friend Martin pops round, as well as putting in the these things. If you bought a recent Stern, except Star Wars LE, I think, you need to buy these. They just help support the cabinet a bit better. Just a belt and braces, really. Interestingly, I looked at all my Sterns. Hey, Chris, how you doing, man? Good to see you. I looked at all my Sterns, and even my World Poker Tour, which is a game I think made in 2007, and my Spider-Man, which also made in 2007. They don't have they have the same leg braces as Iron Maiden and many of the Stern games. and they're like 10 years old, so clearly something did go wrong in the cabinet manufacturer somewhere, which is a bit frustrating really, but that's the way it goes. Oh, I forgot that you, oh, I got lucky there. I got, as the ball drained, I got Mummy Multi-Ball. So you want to pick up the Mummy Jackpot because it's one of the shards that takes you to Cyborg Multi-Ball, if I understand it right. But yeah, this game's, I have to say, it's very good. It's frenetic, it's fast. Just a shame about the music, really. There's a couple of tunes that I can kind of live with, but... And I'm working on my disco version of it. I've got a loan of a sound desk to do it properly. Oh, I've put the ball back in the sarcophagus lock, which I think gives me a special bonus if I whack it. There it goes. Whoa! That was a nice air ball. Oh! Hey, Kevlar, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Come on. Right, here we go. Yeah, the music's grown on me a little bit, but there's a few tracks that I think I want to kill myself on. They're just very, they feel very repetitive, but I have to say, I will give in, and Ty will never let me hear the end of it. But there is a few tunes that I've kind of got into. No, I'm going to leave it, Kev, I'm going to leave it to Martin to fix, because I'm rubbish at... Well, I could probably fix it, but I'd probably end up making it worse. So I'll leave Martin, I'll use Martin at Go Pinball. He looks after my games. The issue I've got is the mech isn't as... The ball here isn't as sensitive as it should be. And this one sometimes fires. Yeah, Cyborg's the 5 power things, that's right, sorry. I love the ball lock here, I think it's really well done. And I love how it loads the we'll try and get to Trooper Multi-Ball because I think the way it loads the balls is really cool. Oh. I don't know what I was supposed to be hitting for that. I have to say, I struggle with the modes on this game. I don't think I've finished any modes. The timers just makes it so hard. Because the shots are really hard. Right, I'm going to try and grab that extra ball. God damn it, my aiming on this game is terrible. That was the extra ball shot. The extra ball shot's here. $100 million, I'll take that. 6 loops, I think that's the most I've ever got. I'm going to drink more. This is the thing, I must have entered my Fear of the Dark champion, my god. I must have entered my initials on this game about 100 times. There are so many. There's so many high score modes, basically. I'm drinking the world's best lager. They only probably think it's the best. I happen to know it is the best. It's the glorious, the one and only, former sponsor of the England football team, Carlsberg. And there's no probably about it. It is the best lager in the world. I can't drink warm beer, especially on a day like this. I will be known that I did come in here earlier and turn the air conditioning on. It's been running for an hour and it's glorious in this room. Kevlar, no, I can't make it to Ian's because it's why can't I think it's the weekend I'm hosting round 6 of the tournament, or it's the weekend I'm in Pinburg. One of the two. I was gutted because I really wanted to go down there because he's got such a great collection, and it's a nice, lovely part of the world. So nah, I can't make it. I'm really I'm really disappointed about that. But next time maybe. He came down here when I had my gig. Really excellent guy, and exchanged a few tips. I think he left his name on one of my games. That's the only downside about having people round. They put these big scores on all your games. Like, I think Batman has got some ridiculous score on it that Tux put on it. Star Trek did have some really mental scores on it, but luckily there was new code, so I was able to zap it. Anyway, it's Super Skill Shot Champion is Levy. That's cool. Anyway, we'll continue playing. I think I'll just call out a couple of things about this game that I think are just phenomenal. The shots to these ramps. You know, I don't know what. I think the placement of those ramps, Keith must have just spent so much time tuning that, because in most pinball games, you know, the ramps are kind of the big things right in your face. Whereas on this game, they're there, but they're kind of subtly there. At least that's how I think about them. They're just such a when you hit this ramp, it's just so satisfying. And the other thing that's just brilliant, this path here, the power spinners path. When you whack that, it comes back, it bounces off that, and it'll come back, and the spinner goes like mental. It's such a satisfying shot. I don't know if you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, there's a video. I think someone posted it on the Iron Maiden thread on Pinball Info. But there's a thread of the making of it, and Keith talks about this kinetic thing. And when you play the game and then you listen to that, you kind of get what he's talking about. Anyway, let's keep playing. We'll have a bit of Flight of the Icarus. I still have struggled to beat 200 million on it though. And the reason for that is this game really requires a level of accuracy that my rubbish pinball skills cannot cope with. It's as simple as that. You have to be good to score big on this game. You know, if you see someone who scores a really big game on this, it's not you get games, even my beloved Walking Dead, where you'll get a game, you'll hit some combo, and then you'll hit an X playfield shot, and then you'll hit something on like barn, and it'll be worth like 80 million. There's none of those sort of, well, those shots exist, but they're very hard to get to. You've got to build up to them, like the loops, etc. Hey Kirk, how you doing, man? Good to see you. It is a beautiful game. I mean, Zombie Yeti, who did the artwork, you know, I've got 2 of his games, this and Ghostbusters, and they're easily the best games by a mile. Him and, I think Stern are really lucky that they've got him and Chris Franchi, who did Batman and Guardians. I think they're really lucky to have those 2 artists, because the quality of the games has just improved massively since they joined Stern. Yeah, I'm not. When I'm playing in a tournament, I do a lot of control and trap, but I just like to. I want the ball to be moving when I'm just streaming. You don't want it to be. But even if I did kind of do a lot more ball control, so we'll give it a go. We'll try and hit this ramp. See, my accuracy is just not good enough. I just don't have the timing skills. I've definitely got better, but and you get better with. There's no doubt about it. You get better with practice. But you know, a game like this where the accuracy is so important, I kind of struggle with it. Well, I mean, the other thing I find really hard, you really have to listen to the call-outs, because I find that with all these LCD games, I have the same problem with Batman and some of the other LCD games. Just keep watching the screen for what you're supposed to do, and trying to keep the game going. I find it really difficult to do that. But I kind of suffer a little bit of that with the DMD games as well. I think it's just getting used to where the signals are on the screen. I think the one thing that they've done on this, for sure, is the layout of the screen and where things are. I think they've really cracked it in this game, and how big the text is definitely helps. And I'm blind as a bat, so. Here we go. Aces high, 2-ball multi-ball. You got to hit the blue shots, and there's a lot of them. So that's interesting. See, I think I should have got something for that, and I didn't. I wonder if that's a bug or not. Oh, that was lucky. I was so busy watching that other ball, trying to get it in, I lost the ball that was coming down the flipper. Someone clip that. Right, let me try and get Super multi-ball, because I think the way that works is it's really cool. There we go. Oh no, that's ooh. Right, that was a terrible game. Yeah, if you've got that issue, Kurt, so the issue with the multi-ball is basically the switches are triggering either here or there. There's a big long set of threads on it with people changing the switches in the sarcophagus. Luckily, I don't have that problem. I just have a little bit of... if you hit the sarcophagus lock head on, it doesn't always register. So I think it just needs a little bit of adjustment. Right, here we go, starting mode, Fear of the Dark. I don't know if you know, the other thing is the modes are changed down here by hitting the spinner. It's quite hard to select the mode you want. Because there's some easy modes, like Aces High I think is quite a mode you want to start quite early in the game. Because it's multi-ball. But you gotta hit the spinner to change the modes. It wants me to hit the spinner, so I'll try. See, that shot is so hard. And then I've had this a couple of times. I've seen it on pin side as well. Ball just gets stuck up there. It's a bit annoying. That was terrible. I'm actually playing bare feet. You ever get that feeling when you get home, you want to just take your socks off and chill out, man? That's what my day was like. Right, let's try and hit the lock. Oh, that was crap. Whoa, that's the other thing is you do have to be a bit. You have to be a bit. You have to finesse the plunger. You just whack it, it'll just whack off that thing. Right, come on, let's get Trooper Multi-Ball, that's the target. Oh, nearly. See, I hit that mummy head on there, no register. Here we go. Ball one locked. Shouldn't matter now. That was shocking. I haven't got to that mode that often. Right, forget that game happened. Here we go. Yeah, I noticed that as well. When I took the game out, I wasn't sure if that was normal or not, but it does feel very loose. But it works. So when it takes the mech, when the ball's in it, it works perfectly. It's just when it's just head-on hits that it doesn't work right on it. That's crap. I'm glad this is not a tournament. You see, if you hit it on the side, it's fine. Let's try and get it in the tomb. So to get it in the tomb, you have to hit up this ramp, and then it disappears and then pops out. It's quite cool. I quite like this. And then it is a regular kind of Newton ball. Jesus, that was shit. You do have to watch this flipper. Just if you kind of catch it wrong, it just sends the ball down that side. Yeah, I'll have I'll maybe have a look at that tomorrow and see. I'm kind of. Oops, I didn't mean to play. I'm kind of reluctant to touch it because I've just seen so many people have issues with it. I just don't want to play with it because if I break it, I just won't have time to sort it in the next few weeks. And Martin, my saviour, is on holiday until the 7th. I told him he picked a very bad time to go on holiday. Yeah, it probably is. I literally, I haven't even, I lifted up the, I lifted up the playfield to have a quick look, but I haven't really inspected it in detail, which is probably a bad thing. Normally I'll check for loose screws. I'll probably open it up and find there's 20 screws in the bottom of the cabinet. It is a shame that on such a good game they've had these kind of build quality issues. So I got Star Trek Premium at the same time, and it's solid, not a single blip with it. It's probably not as complex a game, but it just shows you when you put your mind to it, you can build a game without issues. Ah. Right. I've got a 2-player game going, that's why it's the music's changed. I really like this game though. I think Stern have really knocked it out of the park on it. It's the only music game I've got, because I wanted to get AC/DC. It's probably the game I wanted to buy first actually. I was trying to find one. Yeah, Stern seemed to have a lot of opto issues. It's just bizarre, and they just seem to be silly things. I had an opto issue on my Spider-Man, just unplugging it and plugging it back in, fixed it. Same on Walking Dead. It's weird. Right, let's try and get Mummy Multi-Ball. Whoop. You'd have seen there that the orb shot activated when it wasn't hit. Apparently the few folks on Pinside commented how bad the mech is. Oh, come on. Well, player 1's doing better than player 2, that's for sure. Right, let's see if we can get Mummy Multi-Ball. Oh! Yeah, it is. It's got a Newton ball sort of thing, and to say it's flaky would be an understatement. I've got this every now and again. Either the pops will set it off, or the flipper will set it off. I wiggled it a little bit, and it's made it a little bit better, but it's not. It's definitely not 100%. I think if I was putting one of these games on location, if I was in that business, I'd be putting the Pro out. There's no way you put a premium out. I know, Kirk, you've got a premium. At least you know what you're doing. If you kind of put it in the middle of nowhere, it's you've got a trek to get there. I'm not sure you want to be fiddling with it every day. Which seems, but although the threads on Pinside seem to say you just need to. There's a few tweaks to do, and then it should be all right. Putting some. Going out again with that flipper, man. Right, get up there. Get up there. My shot taking is not normally this bad. It's bad, but not normally this bad. There we go. Apparently you can backhand these shots as well. If your name's Keith Elwin. Yeah, you can see how it is backhandable. Oh. Get up there! There we go. Hey Kevin, how are you, man? Good to see you. I saw you got a new machine, Lexi Lightspeed, which is great. I played that in Texas. Thought it was pretty cool, actually. Bit different. There we go. Aces high. 2-ball multi-ball. Hit the blue shots. Got an add a ball there on the orb shot. This game is just so frenetic, it's mental. Oh, that was cool. Ah! That was terrible. Yeah, I was quite impressed by that. It's different, but it's definitely cool. It's got something in it. I look forward to you streaming that, Kevin. I've also picked up a shadow as well this week. It's in my garage. I don't know where to put it at the moment. I need to encourage my wife to move her gym gear out. Right, here we go. Multi-mummy ball. Oh, I missed it. Right, mummy multi-ball. Ah! The floor flippers, I find multi-ball really hard on this. Because you need the balls to hit things up the top end of the playfield. And it's really hard to do that, as you can see, without losing the balls at the bottom. I tried to do the thing with the half switch. I can't do that. It's just too hard. Yeah, I got it. One of the dealers here, I managed to get it off him. I love the game. It's brilliant. Very underrated game. That means I've got all of Brian Eddy's games now, except the new one he's working on, which no one knows what it is. But I suspect if it's half as good as this, it will sell like hotcakes. Hey, James, Adam, Fred, George. There we go. 2 minutes to midnight. It's 2 minutes to 11 o'clock.
Arrows to summon Eddie.
Oh. I did manage to get like 4 loops. Well, as long as it's a good game, with some originality in the rules, it's a classic layout that sold a lot of games, and continues to sell a lot of games. I mean, ooh. And if Monster Bashes come in, I mean that's more or less the layout of Medieval Madness and AFM.
You don't have much time.
I know. The sense I get from Brian Eddy is he want to work on a game that he wants to work on. I think that's perhaps what enticed him away from Raw Thrills. I think he was working there before he worked at Stern. I met him at Chicago Pinball Expo. The one day I didn't have my I got a Medieval Madness 3D translate. I got just about everyone involved in the game to sign it. And the one time I didn't have it on me, I bumped into Brian Eddy. Anyway. Have I played anything else? Yeah, I had a game of AFM and TNA earlier on. Two other great games, I have to say. Both of them. I mean, I think over the last, I don't know, I guess since 2014, the number of great... watch how this loads the balls. I think this is brilliant. Right, here we go. You'll notice... I do not know. I was trying to keep the ball, keep those balls on that flipper, but lower that other flipper by having the switch half set. I just don't have the agility to do it for long. I saw Bowen do it and Elwin do it in New York. I was like, how the hell did he do that, man? Ah! Yeah, that was pretty cool. We're trying to do this, wait till the game comes back. Trying to do this half flipper where that one's up and that one's down. It is, it's very hard. Very hard. The disagreement ejection, I didn't witness it, I heard it happen. And Chris had a few beers when he arrived, so they were probably right to throw him out, as much as I love Chris. I was playing, I think I was playing Dial It In when it happened, and I just heard the commotion, I didn't see anything. But it was a great event, the thing I would not focus on was that one little 5-minute thing, because the whole setup there was brilliant. Levy and the guys did an absolutely stupendous job. One of the best tournaments or kind of competitive events I've ever been to. It was good to be there, in a great city. Some hard games though, holy shit. Right, come on, let's try, my target's to finish a mode. Although I'm probably gonna run out of time before the wife guns me down for playing pinball all night. Right, on this mode you now have to get... are you kidding me? You now have to get the shots on one side, and once you've got them, you get the shots on the other side. Now, I managed to do one side and I was thinking, yay, I finished it, and then the other side lit up, annoyingly. I am doomed never to finish a mode on this game. I love that shot. That is an awesome shot. The revive shot. So revive's kind of like a side exit ball save, outlane ball save. And it's kind of one, so you lose, I've lost it on that side now, but it's still lit on that side. Indicated by the blue light. I do need to practice. I'm gonna take the glass off, I think, and practice the ramp shots because I'm so. When I'm playing, I find it hard to get to the ball to a place where I can get these two shots and this shot. Especially if multi-ball's going. Whoop. When you light up the 2x, the shots, it lights up the inlanes. You can start 2x, or you can light them all again and go for 3x. Right, ball one lock for Super Multi-Ball. Right, come on. Yay! See, this side I can do, this side, with all games I struggle with shots on that side. Ah, come on. Not very good. Not very good at all. At least I got a free game. Yeah, I think you're right, Robert. Ducks. I think I'm going to have a look at that tomorrow. Right.
Welcome, warrior.
Last game tonight, I think.
Spell money to open the tomb.
This is high. Two-ball, multi-ball. Hit the blue shots. Try not to lose the ball. That was probably the most shocking cradle separation ever performed. Absolutely terrible. In fact, it was so bad. I'm going to do this. I'm using the nebulizer. Forget that happened. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I definitely need to practice this shot. I don't know if you can see it, but I feel like this guy. Hold on, let me see if I can. This guy with a gun. I haven't really noticed him until now. See him? He's nuts. And then you got this guy. He's a crazy as well, man. See the game on camera? Easily. So that's my light reflecting. Stop fiddling with this. I need to figure out a better way of doing that camera. Boom. Airball. That was too early. See that shot? I can hit that shot. This one. Ah! Ooh. That wasn't very nice. Luckily, it saved the ball there. If I was in a tournament that would piss me off massively. I haven't seen the auto launch have any issues though, so hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. Ah! I think we'll have one more game after this, as this game has gone so profoundly bad. I'm going to use the excuse that I'm very tired and I've had a few beers. Get that! That will be thy drink. Right. One more game. And then I'm calling it.
Ready to light battle.
can't backhand that shot, I can't forehand that shot, I just cannot hit that damn ramp. That was a ramp shot gone wrong. No, eddy progression is the white shots when they're on. They're not on because I'm at Mummy multi-ball. So now I've got Trooper multi-ball. Game will launch the balls and kind of locks them into this position. And then, here we go. And you really need to figure out a way of cradling balls on this. There's just way too much going on to cope with. Two balls I can just about cope with on this, but any more, man. Right, so I've got Eddie. Now I've started a mode. Eddie's Aces High is a 2-ball multi-ball, and I think you can add a ball on it. You hit the orb short, I think. Yeah. That's why you need to be able to do this. See, I've got that flipper down. It's so hard. Holy shit, that's hard. Ah, too late. Ooh, I was lucky. Yeah, I really like the ramp with the bullseye because you do have to think about accuracy on it. You just hitting the ramp doesn't guarantee you a shot. Bollocks. No, I added a ball on the Trooper multi-ball. I did and added a ball, and then on the Aces High multi-ball I added a ball. I think if you hit the orb shot on Aces High it adds a multi-ball. I think if you hit the bullseye it adds a ball on Trooper, but I might be wrong on that. Definitely orb on Aces High. Trying to hit the mummy there. Hey, Ty. Nah, I haven't put up, man. It's too hard. I was saying earlier on, I'm about to call it Ty, but I just earlier on, I've got one more ball, but I had a ball on here. Well, that flipper down where you press it halfway. I don't know if I can get a camera on it. Camera on this? Probably, actually. Let's just try this. Hold on. If you look down at the switch, you press it, and you got the bottom flipper. You keep pressing it, you get the top one. And This game really needs that skill. So you can take a couple of balls, park them, whilst you've got two other balls bouncing around. But the only way you can do that, is if you can master that skill. Right, this is the last game of the night. Otherwise, I will be divorced. Right, so James, the white arrows that are lit now is what lights Eddie. Right, so I hit enough white shots now. You hit the underworld to start the mode. Something like that. Come on! And I'm not share guitar tonight. You'll be pleased to know. Mate, I don't you learn much from this game on me except skills required to play it. You need to be better than me. When you see Keith Elwin or Bowen playing, they're getting billions, man. It's like, holy moly. Right, here's where I'm going to try and cradle two of the balls. Right, now, see? It's just so hard to keep that button half out, it's impossible. I don't know how they do it. Right, that was audible on the bullseye, as I thought. Luckily I had revive there. Ah, come on. That was shit. Yeah, I mean, Ty, I was saying earlier, people who go who do the people who do well in this game are truly great pinball players, because it requires a level of skill to get up there. It's super high. Like, I've got to like one of the wizard modes on Walking Dead, and one-ish on Ghostbusters. I can't imagine ever getting to the wizard mode on this. I don't know what my average score on that is. But my advice on tournaments is forget about winning or doing well. Just focus on enjoying yourself. Because if all you're worried about is doing well, you'll do shit. Don't really worry about what you score or how you play compared to someone else. Just go there and play your best game every game you can. You want to be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, I played my best, not whether you beat someone or someone else. That's my experience anyway. If you look at this the first tournament I went to was Greg's Robot Bash, and I was so worried about doing well I played worse than I normally play. Then a year later I just went in there to play some pinball, and I did brilliantly. But honestly, and the guys in you got to flip out. The guys in Flip Out are good guys. My Walking Dead's there. Trooper multi-ball champion. Awesome. Right. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have here we go. We'll have a little bit of air guitar and then we'll call it a night. Has to be done, I think. Here we go. Right, I will see you all soon. I'm Neil McRae, this is Domino Pinball. You can find all my videos on YouTube/Neil McRae1. Few shout out to everyone who watched tonight, many thanks. Shout out to Belgium for beating England 1-0. I thought that went down really well. A big shout out to Phil at Pinball Heaven who got me this game. And did me a stonking set of favours, so thanks for that, Phil. Big shout out to the guys at Flip Out. There's 2 tournaments at Flip Out this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Tim's event and Julian's event, World Cup Pinball. It's all match play, it should be great. Some great games there. It's in Croydon, flipoutLondon.com. Still plenty of spaces for people to play if they want. Funball 4, the winter season, here in Surrey and London, and then round 6 of the London South East League is here in this very room. Second week of July, third Sunday of July, I think. Let me get the date. I need to get the date for that. Big shout out to all the streamers on here: Skip Natty, Dead Flippin' Jack, Buffalo Pinball Guys, Rudy Soup, Pinball Live, everyone who streams. I've missed millions of folks because it's tough doing this. It's a lot of fun, but it can be infuriating at times. And 2 great forums, Pinball Info in the UK and Pinside. I'm wearing my Pinside t-shirt today. It glows in the dark. It's awesome. Yeah. It's yeah, I've got a story about an SLE Batman that I'll tell you in the beer one time, Ty. And then the big UK Pinball Festival, ukpinfest.com. Come along. We got tournaments, we got interesting talks, we've got loads of pinball games going to be there. A whole bunch of people bringing games. It's going to be a knockout event. Lots of beer, lots of great friends. Hope you can make that because it's going to be epic. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm taking Walking Dead and TNA up as well, so look forward to that. And thank you for that. Yeah, and tune in to the Buffalo Pinball. They're probably on later on tonight, Kevin, I think, maybe. I rarely watch them live these days because I can't stay up that late and they're in the US. So I usually watch the replay. Kevin just got a Lexi Lightspeed and I think he'll be streaming that at some point. this weekend, and then there's Buffalo Pinball tournament in August, which I'm aiming to be at as well. So, and then obviously the glory that is Pinburg at the end of the month. I can't wait. And thanks to Stern for putting such a great game together. I have to say, if you told me a year ago I'd be buying something with Iron Maiden on it, I think I would have laughed. That's it from me. Have a great time. And speak soon. Oh, one last shout out. Sorry, Tilt in Birmingham. If you're in the UK, phenomenal set of games. Great beer, great tea, great coffee, great people there. I was up there a few weeks ago with my team, and they looked after us great. Phenomenal place. And Rudy. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Soup, the one, the only, the Rudy Soup is streaming on Buffalo Pinball tonight. Twitch.tv/Buffalo Pinball. Rudy is just one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life. I love him to death, and he'll be streaming something crazy tonight, no doubt. And tune in later on and follow those guys as well. That's it. Adios, amigos. Thank you.
Select your soundtrack.